Hello everyone, it's Blaze and welcome back to another ranking. This time, Poppy Playtime characters. Just the most important ones, like characters that we either know so much about, have to face, or main antagonists, or main protagonists, or I don't know. Basically just the important characters. So, obviously, man, I cannot speak. Same tiers as usual, best, great, good, could be better, and straight up garbage. Now, I'm going to be ranking off of my experience with them, like their designs, how good they were to me in the game, that sort of stuff. Like, this is based off of my opinion, so I want to let that know. So, first off, Huggy Wuggy. Honestly, he's a pretty good character. He was such a pain with the vent section. I don't remember how many times, but I think like 26 times before I finally beat him. Oh boy, but I really do like Huggy. Like, him being like the mascot and his design is just really good. Like, he is a great character, and the fact that he came back in Chapter 4... Oh, I should probably say, spoilers for Chapter 4, but I'm pretty sure everyone and their grandmas have seen my playthrough of it. Links in the eye, always, and in the description to my gaming channel, Broken Blaze, always in each of my videos, so... But, yeah, he came back at the end of Chapter 4, and I'm excited to see what they go with him. Now, I know Braun isn't a main important character, but the fact that he basically was teased or was going to be used in almost every game, but then was cut was really sad. But at that point, he could be straight up better. Like, the fact that he was going to be like antagonist in Chapter 1, from what I've learned, yeah, that's just sad. It is very sad to hear. Braun was going to be used, but then got cut. Oh, but Poppy herself. Honestly, she's an okay character. Honestly, in my opinion, she is good, but the fact that every time we think we know about her, like, she just changed. Like, at the end of Chapter 2, it seemed like she was turning on us, but in Chapter 3, she was good, and then Chapter 4, she was good, but then backstabbed us at the very end, which makes no sense. I'm intrigued by where they're going with Poppy, because from what I've heard, Chapter 5 potentially, might be the final chapter in this series, so I'm wondering what they're going to do with it, because, oh boy. But now, Mommy Longlegs, the main antagonist for Chapter 2. She was okay. I sadly never got to face her in her boss fight, and we'll get to the reason why in a minute. But her design itself and the stuff I know about her is just crazy cool. Like, I really do it. You know what? Let's move her up one. If it wasn't for I couldn't play her... You know what? Actually, no. Even if I could play her boss fight, I would still say great. Because her design and stuff is really great, and I don't know, I just like it, and wish we learned... we got more of her, so who knows? Maybe we might see her again. Bunzo Bunny. He was okay. The fact that he was in only the... Oh, I forget, memory match? I forget the exact name, but memory match. It sucks that that was his only one, and then Mommy killed him for not killing us, so... Poor Bunzo, poor Bunzo. Now, Daisy, the one that got replaced by Bunzo. From what we know, Daisy was actually supposed to be in it, and actually was still, I believe, still in the code to be in the game, but got replaced by Bunzo, and we even see their statue and posters around Chapter 2, which kinda sucks. That Daisy was basically a cut character, and everyone wants Daisy back in some way or shape or form, and I kind of do as well. But sadly, because I would still say good, because without knowing more about what they could have done, because from what we know, it basically just Bunzo replaced it, so it would still have the same thing as memory match or whatever it was. Missy. What? God tier. She is the best girl. Like, she literally sacrificed her arm to try and save us. Oh my gosh, Kissy is such a great character. I hope she survives by the end of the game. Like, oh, she's one of the few characters I hope survives. The Whack-A-Wuggies. Garbage. These fucking things are the reason why I could not beat Chapter 2. I could not beat their section. I've gotten close so many times. I will say that so many times, but I could not beat them. They were the first ones to make me rage quit a game on my gaming channel. Broken Blaze, always in the description. I keep going to harp on that because please subscribe. I want to hit at least 200 before May. I want to do that. But still, the Wacka-Wuggies, oh, they are hot garbage. They are. Oh wait, no, this is the gaming channel. What? I'm used to the PNG, so oh, man, I am stupid. I am fucking stupid. I'm used to PNG me on my reaction channel, Broken Blaze Reacts. I don't know why I was. Never mind. Just for ignore me. But still, Wacka-Wuggies, I never got to finish it because of that. PJ Pugapillar, sadly never got to face it, but I really do like his design, so he's going in good tier. Though I do wish we got more of him, because after that section, he just disappears. We don't even know if Mommy Longlegs killed him or not. As we know, the Wacka-Wuggies and Bunzo got killed, but PJ just never got... We just disappeared from him. Weird. Maybe he might come back. The prototype? He's a really great character. The fact that we still don't know too much about him is the reason why I'm not putting him any higher, but he is borderline best tier because, oh man, like, the mystery surrounding him is just so amazing. I love it so much. I want to know more. Like, straight up, I want to know about the prototype. But it just, oh man, they are keeping it under wraps so much, and it kind of just sucks. Let's see. Boxy Boo, the Project Playtime exclusive character. Which kind of sucks that we've yet... The only time we've seen him in the main game is in just a cutscene during the Hour of Joy tape, which sucks. But I would say Boxy Boo is honestly good. I've never played Project Playtime, and the fact that Mob just gave up on the game means I'm probably never going to go play it, but... Oh well. But still. Boxy Boo, its design is great, and he was the first bigger body, and is actually basically the hitman. Like, if you want someone to get rid of, you go to Boxy Boo and he gets rid of them, like he did to Rowan Stoll. Poor Rowan, you rest in peace, my man. The Smiling Critters, like, straight up, like, they're amazing. Like, I love them. Obviously the other two on here are ones I find more important, because everyone finds Dog Day and Catnap the most two important ones, but the rest I do like a lot. Like, the group itself I'm counting as one, and I love the Smiling Critters. I did a reaction to them on my reaction channel. This time, for real, I'm actually remembering what channel this is on. I did a reaction channel to a fan-made animation that basically was so official looking that I could be excused, like, hey, this is actually made by Bob Entertainment, but nope. It was fan-made, but still. The Smiling Critters, I love them a lot. And same with Catnap. Like, Catnap by far is the best antagonist of the three we have so far. I'm going to get to Doey once we get to him, but Catnap, oh, I love him. His monster form is, or not this form, the monster form or the nightmare form, I should say, is really stupid, but this version, I just love it so much. The bigger body version is amazing. I love that design. It's just creepy, gangly smile with the thin, bony legs. And his boss fight was actually pretty fun. Like, yeah, it was a little frustrating, but it was an entertaining and really thought out frustrating. Like, I know I can beat this, and I know I'm the reason I died, not the game's fault. I'm the reason that I died on each of those times. Like, oh boy. That's the kind of boss fight I like. Like, the ones that make you improve as you're fighting them. Ooh boy. But now Nightmare Huggy. Honestly, in my opinion, he could easily be removed and nothing of major would have been lost. You could have just had, like, the monster version of Catnap attack us, like, so we get it a little more. But the fact that we had to have a Huggy in every chapter was, in my opinion. Thankfully, we don't get a new Huggy, we just get the returning Huggy at the end of chapter 4. But either way, Nightmare Huggy, in my opinion, is honestly a character that could have been cut, and I wouldn't be mad at it. But his little scene was really good, though. I really will admit that. The scene and the VHS around that is really good. Miss Delight. Honestly, I really did enjoy the boss fight. It was annoyingly hard, but it was a good hard. Like, I'm the reason I kept dying so many times, but no, there was a few times where the game, like, just bugged out for some reason, but still. The Weeping Angel aesthetic, I hate and love at the same time, like, straight up. Oh, I love watching people get chased by them, but I hate being chased by them. Oh, but straight up, Miss Delight is a great design, and the fact she cannibalized her own sisters to survive is crazy. And we sadly killed an endangered species. Goodbye, Miss Delight. You will never be missed. Oh, but straight up, Miss Delight was definitely an interesting character, and I'm really glad they added her. And she was not hinted at all. Like, we only saw like a glimpse of her eyes in the final trailer a week before the game came out. That's how under wraps she was. No one knew about her until the game released, and I'm amazed by that. I'm happy with that. Miss Delight is a great character. Her fight could have been a little reworked, but I really did enjoy it. The ruin critters. Why did I say critters? Boo boo. But still, the ruin critters, they were good. The fact that they're just the plush versions of the smiling critters, just ripped apart, is a little iffy in my opinion. But I still enjoy them. They were a fun little thing. But still, their little section was pretty horrifying, and I don't know what else to say. Like, they were good. Like, nothing spectacular, but they were good. Ooh, Dog Day. And his speech definitely was amazing. I loved it. Wish we know more what happened to Dog Day after, because last we know, after we escaped him, like he either is still possessed, they ate the rest of him, or the ruined critters left him, and he's just still there in the playhouse, crawling around trying to survive. And I just feel sorry for Dog Day. I hope we see him one more time, either as part of the prototype or at least when we're trying to escape and we visit him. I don't know. I wish we see Dog Day and know what happens to him, because I love his character so much. Oh boy. But now, onto the fourth and final chapter introduced in this game. Starting off with the Nightmare Critters. In my opinion, they're borderline garbage tier because they straight up don't need to exist. Like, I'm in the group that says they shouldn't have existed in the first place. If they really should have focused on the new characters instead of recreating existing popular ones with the smiling critters, because the people love the smiling critters, obviously in the best, since I put it in best tier, but the ruined critters straight up should not exist, in my opinion. Like, there's a few that I do find interesting, but in my opinion, they could be cut and nothing would be lost. They could have just brought back the ruined critters, or even change up the boss or the little time fights in the prison. Like, straight up, like, we could have had something else, but nope, it was just the ruined critters. They weren't even destroyed like their counterparts above. Oh boy, but Yarnaby. Now, if you watched my playthrough, his original fight section where we had to evade him, it was glitched for me, and thankfully, newer patches were fixed, and obviously, blah 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 blah. I do not know how to speak sometimes, and I ain't got jack shit. But still, his original section, it was glitched out for me, and I did not fight in the middle, but it's fixed now, so I'm probably not going to go back and fight it, but it's whatever. But Yarnaby, I really do love it. No, I'm going to move it down, because the main thing that I don't like is the fact that he, one, is barely in it, and two, his death scene, I say in quotations, because in my opinion, he shouldn't have burst into flames, or there should have been something to show us. Like, one thing I heard that could have been done is when he is dangling, we shoot our flare gun at him, and if we don't do it in time, he gets free and attacks us. Like, that's something that should have been done. Like, we have to shoot our flare at him before he escapes. Like, that's actually something I feel like should be done, like, in my opinion. But whatever. Yarnaby is a great character. I wish we got more of him, and the dude is just empty-headed and just a dumb cat. Silly thing. Pianosaurus? Piano goddamn Saurus. The character Mob Entertainment decided, you know what? We're going to make all of this promotion for him. Even make him a cutscene. Even get some famous YouTubers to sing his song. And kill him off within a few seconds of him introducing him. That is probably the stupidest thing they have ever done. That's worse than the NFTs they did with Chapter 2. Yeah, if you don't remember, they had NFTs to introduce Mommy Longlegs. I know it's been forever since people thought of that, but still. But Pianosaurus is it in the chapter 4 was the worst thing they could have done, and chapter 4 was a mess top to bottom. I still enjoyed it, but as much as I love Pianosaurus, they really should have done better. You know what? I'm moving him up because he is in could be better tier, but I just love the design. I want to see more of him. Like, at least give him a chase scene. I would at least, I would take a chase scene. Like, we chase him, once we fall into his pit, we get chased around a bit, then we get to a corner and we're about to get killed, but then Doey saves us. That's what should have happened. Man, it sucks. Big Baba Chops. Straight up, in my opinion, this section could have been removed entirely from the game and nothing would have been lost. This boss fight is the worst thing besides the mini huggies in terms of boss fights. Like, oh my gosh, they suck. This one sucks so badly. It's so much. I thankfully didn't die once, but it was such a pain because I didn't know what to do. I literally had to look up how to freaking beat this one because I had no clue. It sucks. It sucks. The Harley bodies. You know what? No. The bodies itself, they could have been good. I will say in the part where you fight him, they probably should mention, like, say, oh, hey, by the way, you still have a flashlight, so maybe hit it, because I ran around forgetting I had a flashlight, which honestly is dumb, which got me killed a few times, because I forgot I had a flashlight. Oops. But their fight was a little meh. It was average in my opinion. Like, you had to go around the maze. It basically ripped off the endo section in Security Breach. But without being the fallen angels like Miss Delight was. But still, the Harley bodies scene was interesting, and they are still a little buggy for my known. Harley Sawyer himself, really, really bad. It's borderline garbage tier in my opinion. He is the second big bad of the entire series. He's the reason the bigger bodies thing even exists. He's the reason all of these characters on this tier list exist. And he is treated like crap in the game that should be about him. Oh my gosh, like straight up, like this is the worst thing I've seen from this series besides Pianosaurus. Oh my gosh, they treated Harley so badly in the chapter that's focused around him. Ooh boy, he barely is in the game itself, and you barely fight him. Like, you just unplug his organs and then boom, he dies. We don't know if he's actually dead, because for all we know, he could be coming back because he could have saved a backup somewhere, but still. Harley definitely was something that really should have been utilized more because, oh my gosh, it was bad. It was bad. I don't know how else to say, but he was bad. Now, for the fourth and so far as of making this final character in chapter 4 and all Poppy Playtime, Doey. I love this pile of dough. Oh, I just feel so sorry for the dude. Like, all three of them are just so chaotic. Well, one of them is Kevin. But I just feel so sorry for him. Like, all three of them could have died horrific deaths and were brought back and for some reason fused into one, which makes no sense in my opinion, but whatever. But they were put into one body, and if they are pushed over the edge, he goes monsterish, and that's what happens in the when Safe Haven is destroyed because of us. Well, not because of us, because of Poppy, I should say. I don't know why we blamed us, because we had nothing to do with it. We were trying to stop the prototype, and Poppy brought him here. So yeah, that's all Poppy's fault. But I will say, his monster design, amazing. His boss fight, annoyingly bad. You know what? Let's put him down. It took me almost an hour to beat him because I kept dying to random bullshit. He refused to go the direction that he wanted, and no saws were on. There was only one saw that was on, and I could not get up to that because he kept popping up and blocking me before I could get up there. His boss fight, really bad and should have been reworked for a whole lot. So, like, straight up, like, I can understand like what they were thinking, but it was bad. It was bad. But still, I really do love this. The game itself, really good. I do love it a lot. Yeah, Poppy Playtime is a game that I truly love and want to see more of. And I hope we get a little more before this series ends, because, oh my gosh. Oh boy. But for now, thank you all for watching this, and I'll see you whenever I post next. Bye, guys.